I'm not in a relationship. Right now, I don't want to be in a relationship. Nah, I don't. I won't say so. Nah.
Why?
It's like it's a job. It's like it's a whole nother task. Like you see how you need to allocate time for uni. You need to allocate time for a job. You know what I'm saying? Same way you need to allocate time for your responsibilities. Being in a relationship, it's another responsibility. You know what I'm saying? As much as, guys will say they don't, I don't really talk on the phone, or I don't, like, regardless, you're gonna still need to spend time, with your partner. You're gonna still need to, provide, like, emotional effort, like, if that makes sense. And that's time consuming, you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I'm a bit more focused on other stuff.
Yeah, currently I am in a relationship, but I would consider it as a relationship, because it's just like a girl that I meet from time to time, and we usually go out a couple of occasions, and we have like sex and that, but I wouldn't say it's a relationship, because she's not like the type that to call. I'm not the type to call as well. It's just we just hook up and do things together.
You have to be in the right mindset, because if both parties are not in the right mindset, then I feel like the relationship will deteriorate. So I feel like in this point in time, I can definitely manage being in a relationship and focusing on my career.
I'm not in a relationship currently. I'm open to one, but I'm not in a rush.
I am currently in a relationship, yes, and it's so far so good.
I would like to be in a relationship. Yeah, I'm not in one at the minute, but yeah, it's just sort of when I meet a girl, you sort of see how it goes. No, I don't plan anything.
Currently, no, I'm not in a relationship, but yes, I am. I wouldn't say I'm looking for a relationship, but yeah, I would never rule it out. So, I mean, if I find that right person, then yeah, definitely I will go for it, yeah.
I'm currently seeing someone, and yes, I do want to be eventually in a relationship, because I feel like I'm in a place where I want to find the one.
I'm not in a relationship at the moment. I'm in a situation. Yeah, I don't want to be in a... I mean, I think any encounter that you have with anybody to a degree is a relationship. Whether the issue is whether it's a heavy relationship or what commitments and agreements you have between you. At the moment, I'm not looking for something that's very heavy.
For me, I don't think right now I could be in a relationship. I think I don't have the time personally to invest into being with someone full time right now. That might change in a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, but for me it's all about trying to focus on getting to where I want to get to and doing what I want to do.
I'm not even just saying that, like, nah, it's not for me. It's more, when you say meet, yeah, like, it depends on the ground rules, innit? Like, not the ground rules. Alright, wait. It depends on where we start. Nah, it's not always. It's not always. Wait. It's not always about sex, yeah. But I think the amount it weighs, yeah, depends on our stance, if that makes sense. Yeah.
No, but eventually leads to that, to sex. But I like to know about the girl, but because there's different type of girls. You meet a girl and this girl's more about, like, she's more outgoing, and the ones that are very shy, but then deep inside they're freaks, like, so yeah, so those type of girls. But I like someone that's like calm and like composed. So when I get to her, I respect her, and it's not about sex. And it's not about sex. It's more about communicating on beyond the sexual level. But the other type, which I mentioned, like the freak type, yeah, the ones with the good figure and all the tight clothes. I think about that.
It's not all about sex, no. It's something you build up to. It's once you get with someone, you know, once you get to know them, you get close, it comes without saying. Don't even look into that.
Depends what type of girl it is, really. If it's a slutty looking girl, obviously, yeah. I'm a straight man, I'm not gonna lie.
Sex is very important. I think you need to get the sex out of the way. If you do meet a girl, I think you need to get the sex out of the way very quickly, because otherwise, if feelings start to happen and occur, then the sex does happen, and it's not great. You know, it can be a bit of a turn off, and sort of just makes things uncomfortable, I think. So you need to get that out of the way, drunken night, get the sex done, and then go dating. I think, or in my experience, that's always worked much better.
It's not all about sex, no, but obviously you have to be sexually attracted to that person. I think girls do mislay that and they get the wrong idea. So when you do approach them and you say you meet them on a night out, it could be any kind of scenario, but when you do approach them, I think when you're like full on or however they get it, I think they just take it the wrong way. So I know it's not all about sex, but obviously there's got to be that sexual attraction, I think.
No, it's not all about sex. I look actually for personality, and I look for someone that is actually going to benefit me in a good way, and also that is very spiritual. Obviously looks have to play a part in it, because when it comes to a situation where, you know, we have arguments and things don't work out, there has to be something about it that will want to keep you in that relationship.
Right now, probably long term, just because I'm a bit tired of the games, tired of messing about. I ain't got the patience that I used to, so I prefer long term.
Relationships, love, it builds over time. You can't be with someone for a short amount of time, especially somebody who you do find attractive, you do get along with. You can't be like, oh yeah, this is just a short term thing. I feel like that develops over time, so I feel like there's nonsense there. So definitely long term for me.
Short term, definitely. When I'm in a relationship, long term, maybe it's because of the age I'm in, or maybe it's the lifestyle I'm having at the moment. I don't look for long term. If it goes long term, then it has, but let's just see what happens, really.
It all depends on the scenario and woman, and I don't think you can really you can't really put anything on that, long term or short term. It all depends.
Long term. My friends always know me. I don't do bits and pieces. I don't do, oh, let's string along for a month, 2 months. I always want long term, because at the end of the day, you never know when you never know when that person could be the one. So if you always try to work towards the long term, even though it might not work out in the beginning stages, eventually, if it was to be the one, then at least you know you've put your all in all, and if it doesn't work out, you always look back and say, you know what, I've given it my best, but for whatever reason it hasn't worked out.
One in three.
Yes.
That's higher than I thought, to be fair. I thought, shit, yeah, that's a fair amount, you know. I thought it'd be like 1 in 10, 1 in 20, 1 in 3. Nah, I think that's wrong, you know. I think it's more, personally, 1 in 3. Nah, if I could pick 3 girls right now, and I bet you not one of them. Nah, 1 in 3. That's a lie, fam. That's a lie. What kind of girls did they ask? How old were they? Are you talking a guy giving them an orgasm, or that bunny giving them an orgasm? Like, is it their bullet, or is it the guy itself?
The guy itself.
The guy.
Yeah, during sex, like proper full-on sex.
1 in 3. That's a fair number. I think that's a fair number. Especially the amount of girls that complain. I don't know, innit? Like, I thought the number was bigger. I thought the number was gonna be bigger than that. 1 in 3. No, think about all the girls you've heard complain about not getting an orgasm, and think about the few girls that talk about getting an orgasm. Like, you don't really hear it a lot. You know, girls that get orgasms are out feeding their unicorns. Like, it's like they don't exist.
I mean, hey, I don't know. I've been at the game 4 years. I don't know if I've been doing that. I don't know. I have to be honest. I have to be honest with that. I don't know. Whether it's happened or not, I have no idea.
I just think the men they're waiting are doing something right, because, girl, you're with me. You might have to come twice before I come once, you know. I'm gonna be in there, just doing my thing, you know, taking my time, make sure you're happy, you know, and I'll make sure you definitely come back. Even if I'm fooling around, you're gonna come back to me. I don't play about. Making her happy in the bedroom, that's why I specialize in, you know.
Well, some people, you know, some people don't know how to, well, you know what I mean? Some people don't know how to swing it. That's how we're leaving it. That's how we're leaving it.
That statistics say one of three not having an orgasm during sex. I don't know, because the thing is, in my relationship, yeah, I satisfy my partner 100%. So I don't know. Maybe they're not doing it right. If it's 1, 2, 3, there's, you know, they need to sit down, have a talk to see. And then I have no thoughts about it. I don't really care as long as I'm happy at the end of it.
I agree with that. I think that's a lot of women I speak to. I think that's right on the money. Maybe worse. I mean, sometimes you just gotta talk about it. Ask what the woman wants. Every woman's different, so they like it different ways. Different. I think it's good to talk about it. If you're with a woman and you feel comfortable being able to ask each other what you like and what you dislike, then trust me, it will work way better. In fact, you just got to be front with it. I think
that's true. I think that's 100% true, because I think men are selfish.
That is it's quite funny, because it depends on how the guy is. Obviously, if the guy is not pleasurable to the woman, then, you know, I guess that's a bit of a problem.
Right, okay. So what I think.
Yeah, what do you think of it?
It's interesting. I mean, you know, it's just girls that have their own. See, with men, obviously, it's quite a straightforward thing when it comes to sex, I guess. With women, there's a lot more going on, I assume. I don't know. I'm not a woman. But maybe that is the case. Is that they get turned on by different things, and it might be a case of not every woman orgasms through sex. You know, it's just not a thing for every woman. It might physically not be possible. So there's other ways that women can orgasm, I guess. But I wasn't aware of that statistic, and my thoughts are that, you know, if if you know the woman you're with, then you should be able to make orgasm to an extent, I guess. It's an interesting statistic. I didn't know that.
I don't know if I want the whole legal thing in that, because that's I'd still put a ring on it, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know about the whole kind of legal binding, and then when you want to break up, you actually have to go to court and get permission to break up, and then there's the politics, like it's all politics, and then the financial politics and all that. I don't know if I would want that. Do you know what I'm saying? As in, I feel there's like legal burden that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want a traditional marriage, we go to Nigeria, have a traditional marriage, there's no legal pressure there. Do you know what I'm saying? Right, everyone, the whole village, everyone knows we're married, everyone knows we're together. But the law don't need to, like, do you know what I'm saying, hold us back on it. But you got benefits for getting married, for tax and all that. I don't know yet.
I'd see myself getting married, yeah. I see myself getting married. I don't like the, obviously, term marriage. I just don't like everything has to be branded.
I used to back in the day, but the older I get, the more I don't think it's necessary, because I don't think someone should be tied down to you. If someone wants to up and leave, if you fall out of love, then what's a piece of paper to stop you from moving on? If you don't love me anymore, then you shouldn't be with me. If I don't love you anymore, I don't want a piece of paper telling me I can't leave you. Otherwise, you take half. Or even if you have a prenup.
I would not get married right now at all. But I have friends of mine who've been married, my age, high school friends, and they're happily married. But then I have others who have been divorced. And then they said, oh, it's Islamic marriage, oh, we follow the religion. And then, so marriage, maybe in 4 years, definitely not now.
Yeah, I do want to get married, but I mean, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But yeah, I do. That would be good.
My parents love each other, and that's something I've been grown up to see each and every day. Even though, obviously, they have the normal arguments, they all have their own agendas, but at least the love reigns supreme in that relationship, no matter what the situation is. And I want that the same as well. And I'm always trying to develop myself and work towards it, where I can be a good person, a good future husband, and definitely a good future dad in the future as well.
Marriage is something that would only come about if I met someone later on who shared those things, but it's very difficult to just, I don't know, find someone early on that kind of is on the same journey as you. It's very difficult to do that. So, and not taking away from people who are getting married now, but for me personally, you know, if it happens later down the line, it happened, but it's not something that's on my agenda. It's not something I've thought about.
That's a difficult question, because in my family, all our siblings are very 1 year apart, and all of them are getting married or engaged, and all my cousins were all the same age, and they're all 25. My sister's 24, 1 year older than me, and she just recently got married as well. But every single time someone gets married, it actually makes me not want to get married at all. I have issues as a person. I don't like things that confine me. I don't like labels that confine me. I don't like situations that confine me. I need freedom. So I'm always getting scared of getting married and then feeling confined, and then I end up cheating because I feel like I can't escape. Not because I don't love the person, just because I as a person get claustrophobic very easily.
If I was to even consider it, it'd have to be the right person. I couldn't picture myself marrying someone that I didn't see myself being with for a long time. So definitely I'd have to be serious about them. They'd have to be serious about me. I couldn't second question their trust or their loyalty or their love for me at all.
It would not bother me. I get people who don't want to be alone, you know, but that's not something that you should concern yourself about. If you're comfortable with yourself, then I feel like it'll come in time.
I'll be more disappointed if I don't have kids than I'm married. But with the way my culture, Iranian culture is, you get married, then you have kids. But being in London, I may be the one changing the family culture. You never know. So we see how it goes.
Yes, I would be disappointed, because I feel like you know, God is love, and love should always be something that a guy should always want to do. So I would be disappointed if I get married, because I want to love and cherish someone, and I want them to cherish me for who I am, and not for what I do or for what I say or whatever it is. You know, I want to be able to love someone wholeheartedly and be with them for the rest of my life, not love them, hate them, break up, then look for someone else, then look for someone else. I don't want it to be a cycle with different people. It's not like a football team where you're trying to make a five-a-side team and then having 1,000 baby mamas to be looking to, and then you have to pay bills and be looking after them. I want to have that one, cherish that one, and be the best for that one.
I know many people who are quite old and they haven't been married. You know, they've either got partners that they've just never thought they'd need to spend money on a big wedding and have a ring and the status and all that. You know, they're just together, they're happy together. But me personally, again, I don't know if I'd be disappointed. You know, it would be nice, I guess, at some point. Again, you know, it's not something I've thought about now, but it'd be nice. But if I get to a point in my life where I've got all the things that I am happy with and I'm content and I've achieved all the things I want to achieve, and you can always strive to achieve more, and I've maybe met someone who, you know, shares those things, then yeah, potentially get married. But if I don't, then, you know, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Hell yes. Hell yes. My little dynasty is back. Hey, my little niggas are gonna shut shit down, you know. He ain't ready. The mini Ogas, the Oga and Ogessis, all of them just shut in. Oh, you're not ready. You're not ready for my children.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I definitely want to have children, but with the right person.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I'll be disappointed. Oh my days, fam. Imagine like I found out I was infertile. Oh Lord, Lord, no, no way. Oh man, that will burn. That will burn, you know. Because even though you can adopt, it's not the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you can raise a child and nurture it and all that. But like, it's when you look at a child and it's like, yo, that's me, you know. Like that's like, well, you know, when he does something stupid, like, hey, you know what? You got that from me, little twat. You got that from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get. Nah, oh man, that'll burn, you know. That'll burn. That'll burn.
I'd be more disappointed than if I didn't get married, because I would love to see, obviously, my son, my daughter just carry on the legacy, whatever they want to do. Obviously, respect that. I applaud that, you know. But I would always want to see them, I don't know, do something sport related or do something music related. More so music related. I would just love to see that, and I just could get to watch them grow up as I did, and just go through the same experiences and changes as I have. So I would love to see that. So I'd be very disappointed, you know. So that's a must. I'll put the work in.
I'll be very disappointed if I didn't have children. Yes, if I go to if there's another world, you know, heaven or hell, and I'm talking to God and I don't have kids, I'll be telling them that, yeah, I'm disappointed about that. Yes.
Definitely, because, you know, God made Adam and Eve for a reason, you know. So why should I? And they were made to be loved, and, you know, it says be fruitful and multiply, and that He speaks blessings upon our lives. So why should I not be able to reap what I've sown and be able to reap the fruits of what God has destined me to do? And that's one of them, to, you know, to bring about good people into life and make them good people of His kingdom. So definitely I would be disappointed, because I want to bring up people that will bring their best to the people around them, be the best among their peers, and be the best for God as well. So definitely.
I think same way guys put pressure on themselves to make money, you know what I'm saying, secure babes, you know, kind of drive a nice car. Like, it's just the way society told us we should be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, women majority of the time get brought up to, you know, the kind of program to believe that that's their purpose or their function, you know what I'm saying? Guys are providers, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're told as a guy, you're a provider, do you know what I mean? That's your job. Even though a lot of guys don't really go by it, you know what I'm saying? It's what society tells us. Same way with women. I feel society tells them that that's how, you know, that should be their aim. So, you know what I'm saying, what they should strive for. Or what, it's like almost the end goal, like what make you a woman or complete you as a woman.
I feel the reason is because of their friends and definitely their family, because the friends are getting married, friends are having children, and obviously other family members having children, and they just feel like they're being left behind. So they're just confined into this box, and they don't want to leave, because obviously that's where all the close friends are, and that's what's going on in their life. It's like they invest too much time into what everyone else is doing, so that bothers them, and then they just want to live that lifestyle that's portrayed through media, through society.
That's a good question. For women, I know the body clock, you know, they get to a certain age, menopause, I can understand that they can't have kids after a certain age. For most men, you know, you can be 70, 80, you can still have kids.
I really wouldn't know why women want to put pressure on themselves to have kids and families. Obviously men do the same, but I don't think it would be the first thought on their mind in the morning when they wake up. Say, oh, I must be a dad. What? I don't know, maybe there are guys like that, but I don't know anything. But I do know women who are trying their very best to become the perfect person to become someone's wife and have kids. So, but I wouldn't know why, to be honest.
I don't know. I think it's all part of, like, women love getting married. A lot of women from the very, very young age, they think, oh, white wedding, big house, family, kids with the dog. I think they're all just sort of dreaming, really. I mean, it doesn't always happen like that. I think you just got to play it all by ear and see what happens.
I think from what I've seen, a lot of it comes down to popular culture, celebrities, friends, even family members who are getting married and having kids and doing certain things, whereby, you know, perhaps women put the pressure on themselves to say, right, well, they're doing it, or such and such is doing it, they look happy, you know, they've got all this, and maybe I should have this as well. But there are a lot of women, of course, that are out there and being strong, independent, you know, females that are just going after things themselves. They don't need to have no man. They don't need to settle down and have all these things.
Give me an example. What book or film?
I would say there's.
I don't really read books.
It's like Steve Harvey's Think Like a Lady, Act Like a Man.
Ah, think like a man thing.
Yeah.
That shit's stupid, fam. Personally, I think that shit's stupid because, like, the human personality is so complex. There is no one method or one function. Because here's the thing, yeah. Relationships is two parties. So one, you have your end and you have their end. So like they can say, the woman should do this. It can work well for the woman, it may not work well for the guy. It could work well for the guy, it may not work well for the woman. You know what I'm saying? Is that the one with the 90-day rule?
Yes.
Yeah, that, see, like that. I think that shit's stupid. I don't think things like that, yeah, you can't put a benchmark on such variables, I don't think. Because, you know, you never know, like with some, you know, you could, if you're with someone that isn't open, then you may not know the real them for like 6 months, you know what I'm saying, a year. And you could be with someone that's open, and the amount you've learned about someone in 6 months, you learn about them in 6 days, you know what I'm saying, like, because they're just an open book. So how can you like put time on that? Do you know what I'm saying? How can you put a benchmark on that? Like, it's down to I think it's down to like the person's kind of commitment or openness to it. And again, I don't care. Nah, you're a hooker. You're a hooker if you do that. I don't care, fam. Nah, I don't care because it's like you need that to stop yourself from doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like if you're saying it needs to be 90 days. Like what? Why can't it be longer? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like that means, yeah, by default, you have sex before 90 days. Like, that's a default. It's like you're going out of your way to not have sex for 90 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what does that say, fam?
Certainly not. That's what I would say, because you can't expect your man to be like the type of person that's portrayed in a book or a movie, because every man is different. And it's got a different perception of things and etc. You know, you can't just say, okay, just because I've seen a movie, maybe like Think Like a Man, there's five types of character of men, different types. You can't, and I'll tell you one thing: women have a very a default perception of a man is that, okay, he's a player type, you know, and etc. He's the guy that likes to, you know, sleep around and blah blah blah. But no, because that gives you the wrong idea, and if you come already in a relationship with that means it's not going to work, because your mind is not like clear, it's not fresh, because you already have a perception of what he is, of what you don't want to discover him.
Well, first, if women are watching those films and reading those books, they need to see who the author is and what they've been through first. So it can be any, like, you know, one of these women, the American chat shows, what's her name, Wendy Williams. They talk about a relationship, but her lifestyle is to be in front of a camera. So, I don't know, maybe they should follow someone who's had a normal life and read their books so they can actually relate, rather than reading something that's beyond their lifestyle, or some person who has a different perspective about relationships. So it really I think it would confuse the women. So they were like, oh, what I saw in the film was like this. It's like, yeah, darling, that's a film. So it's really different, because they make those films and books to also make money as well. That's one thing they will never write in that book or the film. I'm writing this because I need the funds. As much as I want to educate women, I need the funds. So the book has to be interesting to read. But if you want to apply it to your lifestyle, I don't know if it will balance it. So I think those films are shit. My opinion. Yeah, I'll watch it once, but I definitely wouldn't watch it twice.
I don't know. I don't know. Some women, it depends on how fickle some women are. So it depends if you want to believe what you see on TV, and then I don't believe in that. No, I think it's people are different and individuals. I think every person behaves differently to another woman. So you just got to figure it out with each other and be open about it. Talk about what you like and what you don't like, and then go from there. And it'll be much better, I reckon.
Everyone's always trying to monetize things, right? So when it comes to relationships and advice and self-help and counseling and motivation, everyone's trying to monetize things. So of course there's going to be people that bring up books and materials and resources around these areas, and they're not all bad. You know, it gives an insight for women, I guess, in this example, to see what men think and you know, how men do things. But I don't think that's every male around the world. That's a generalization. I personally haven't read Think Like a Man or most of these books, but from what I can see from watching the film and so on, it seems to be there's this general view of what a man is and what a man is about and what a man wants. But men are very complex as well. In the same way women, you know, go through many emotions and feelings, men have the same, you know, just thoughts as well. So not everything that is written in a book is correct for every man. Having said that, of course, there are a lot of men out there that, you know, sex is the only thing and this, and they feel, you know, they can't be with a woman until she's this and that and X and Y. But, you know, take it with a pinch of salt. You know, it's good to read it, good to get your knowledge up, good to, you know, be on point with what's going on and what people are talking about. But I wouldn't take that as gospel. And I think the only way you can really know what a man is about is through real life experiences and you know, just being with people and meeting people. And you know, after all of that, then you can make your own judgments. But if you've only been in like one relationship and you're reading these books and thinking, yeah, well, Marcus has to be like this because he's, you know, doing this and X and Y, and why isn't he giving me? Nah, man, like, live your life, live through experience. You know, read the books so you know what the other side is saying, and you get an idea of what is being said, but then make your own comparisons, then bring that back into your own real life experiences, and then you can start understanding, you know, whether that is true.
No, I think it's bogus. I think it's like a lot of, I mean, with everything there is an element of truth, but I don't think that you necessarily need to read a book or watch a film to get these truths. I think they're things that you can find in life by yourself, by looking within yourself and looking at a situation honestly and using your own common sense. Like, if someone values you and doesn't abuse you or treats you the way you want to be treated, then be with them. I think it's as simple as that. I don't think that I don't think that relationships are that complicated and that different when it comes to male or female. Like, I don't think it's based on men and female. I think it's based on who people essentially are as human beings in terms of their family history. Was there abuse in their family history? Were they loved? Were they what have they experienced in life? I think that's what informs who they are in a relationship rather than their sex. I do think it does affect them in terms of like certain things that society teaches us or certain expectations that we have in terms of gender, but I think essentially it's who's the human being, who are they, and are they the type of person you want to be with?
I'd say the philosophy I use, innit? I feel it applies for both gender. You're a whole to prove otherwise. That's my philosophy. Yeah, I think women should instill that philosophy as well as men. You know, as a woman, don't give them the benefit of the doubt. If like, he seems like a nice guy, then he proves he's a you know what I'm saying, he's a wash G. Like, just assume, you know what, this guy's a little twat. You know what I'm saying? Not as in, you know what, you know, he's a sad man, let me not bother. Not like that, but more like, you know what, he's a sad man, but let me see what I got. You know what I'm saying? Let me see how he is. Let me see how he holds himself. And then it's like, if he is a little dick, you're like, hey, I'm not too surprised, you know what I'm saying? And then if he isn't, it's like, alright, let me test the waters a bit more, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of girls like to give guys the benefit of the doubt. And the odds are against them, like the law of averages, you know, is against them. Because more time a guy's a dick than not. So, yeah, hold till proven otherwise.
Take your time, don't rush it. Make sure the guy's looking for something beyond just sex, unless they're looking for that. Someone that trusts them, someone that isn't insecure. I know a lot of women, you know, it's the case for me as well. When a woman has a lot of male friends, some guys can be insecure about it, think, oh, why is she talking to all these guys? But, you know, they can just be friends. Same way a guy can just have female friends and it just be that. So you have to get with someone that's secure, and for you to know that, you know, it takes time.
Be honest. My advice to women in relationship, if they think, oh, my guy's cheating on me, so if she's having this conversation with her friend and not the guy, then you're at fault. Because if you think someone's suspecting something, go and tell him. If you're not happy about something, this is why the relationship I'm with at the moment, because I'm so happy about it, because it's great, because we're so upfront. And then one time she sent me a text once saying, oh, Siavash, the other day you did this, and this is after I left her. So she sent me a text, oh, the other day you did this, I didn't want to say it in front of you to ruin the day we had and this and this. Then I told her straight away, I was like, listen, next time you do this, that I spend the whole day with you, and after you decided to tell me what it is, you're not going to like my response. I'm going to be nice to you and tell you that yes, I did this because of this and this. But next time you don't say it to me, say it in a text, and oh, I'm going to sleep. Don't reply when I'm awake. What? Am I Harry Houdini? How am I going to kiss when you're going to wake up? But so I would say, be straightforward. If there's a fault, say it. Don't let me discuss it with my friend, because your friend may actually change your perspective of what you had. She may be jealous, she may be stupid, I don't know. Your friend may be, I don't know, she doesn't want what's best for you, or she may think she knows what's best for you, but she never puts this in her perspective that, oh, I may be wrong. So be honest. That's it.
Just play it all by ear. Don't go in so deep so fast, and just enjoy it. It's all about fun at the end of the day. Have fun and enjoy each other's company, and don't label anything too fast either. Just roll with it, see what happens. Go with it, I think, yeah.
Don't be confused. Don't be confused. Because it's like, that is... So not to answer that question, don't be confused. That's the first thing that came to my mind, because a lot of girls do not know what they want. They may think they know what they want, but when they get into it, they don't know what they want. It goes out of context. It's simple as that.
As I said before, I wouldn't offer a woman, quote unquote, because I really don't think that it's that much different. I think the only thing I would say is actually different in terms of men and female is mainly cultural things, like as black men or as Asian men, there's certain expectations that we have or certain customs that we have that might make us feel a certain way. I think that's when you really have to consider gender. But the advice that I would give to any person is to look at the human being, find out their family histories, their patterns, their traits, and who they are at that time, and also look at their mindset in terms of, are they open to change? Are they open to grow into different people?
Just enjoy it, like, you know, just... a saying that was said to me a while ago was really about just enjoying the time you have with someone, you know, spending the time. Don't look at it as, we've been together for X amount of time, we should be doing this, we should be doing that, or he needs to move in with me by now, or he hasn't done this, or you know, just enjoy the experience.
I think because they feel they're special. I think they believe, you know, like the guy sees something in them, so they feel that they are they're the Neo, they're like the chosen one, do you know what I'm saying, that's about to break that matrix. But at the end of the day, it's not just down to them, innit? Like, you have to remember, the guy has to be ready to change, you know what I'm saying? If he's not ready to change, it don't matter what you do, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you do, like, you know, there's times where, you know, I'm not ready to revise or read them textbooks, you know what I'm saying? A teacher can try as much as he wants till I'm ready, you know what I'm saying? Till that point comes, I'm like, slapped in the reality, like, yo, I need to actually, you know what I'm saying? I need to actually do some of this work. But when you're not ready, it don't matter what they do or say, you just can't brush it to the side, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's it, really.
People need to stop trying to change people. I think if you feel you need to change somebody, then you shouldn't be with that somebody.
Obviously, you know, new generation would say, no, you know, I can change this man. But what they don't know is men are stubborn, right? So are women, cool. But it really depends. Maybe it comes from my background, the friends I have, we are really stubborn. If a woman tries to say, you know, I want you to do this, I'm like, I'm not doing it. Yeah, no, okay, then, yeah, no, you're this and that. I was like, yeah, I am this and this. I'm not doing it. So maybe that's why my relationship have been so short. I don't know.
I don't know. Every woman I've been with doesn't, well, little bit tried to change me a bit, but I think the person you meet with and try to sort of get into a relationship with, that is the person. If you can't, I don't think you can change people so much.
Because I think they want you to be the perfect man. I think, like a scenario that I know from someone else, I mean, he's in a relationship with a woman, she's trying to change him, she's trying to make him the better person because he likes to do things that she doesn't get involved in. So at the same time, I think they just want you to be the man that they want you to be, yeah, really.
For those that are out there and want to change men, I think it's more a case of they've either had experiences where it didn't go right for them. Maybe this time they feel they can bring Trevor or Dwayne in and and try and you know, get them on the straight and narrow, you know, and not be the track queen and actually wanna you know, have a proper sensible relationship. But yeah, for me personally, I'm my own person. If a woman tried to change me, I would probably say bye, because if you're not respecting me for who I am, then what's the point of the relationship?
I think they'll dislike me for hearing my answers, to be fair. Benefit? I hope so, but I don't know. I don't think they'll, I don't know. Hopefully they'll understand where I'm coming from, and they don't kind of take it as if I'm generalizing, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain things I say, you know, it's a bit subjective, like it applies in certain situations or scenarios, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want them looking like, not all girls, you know what I mean? Not all, I'm not saying all, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hopefully.
I'm not really sure if the female audience is going to benefit from my answers, but I'm a straight up kind of person. So if there's something to be said, if I have anything, I don't really care if they benefit. I hope some of you female watching this are benefit from this, but if you're not, then I don't really care.
Well, yes or no, it depends what they're looking for. If they're looking for a relationship, maybe, but if they're looking for just casual sex, which they're free to, then I don't know, maybe not.
I don't know. Some will, some won't. I think women choose to hear what they want to hear. I think it's whether you want to hear it or not. It's up to you. It's your choice, isn't it, I suppose?
100% no, they're going to think I'm full of shit, what I'm saying, but what I'd like to say to them is what I'm saying, maybe just take it or leave it. It's a pinch of salt. It's totally up to them, really, yeah.
Definitely. I feel because this has always got it's always about the woman expressing, whereas as a guy we have the right to express just as much as women, because it takes two to tango, as they say. So, you know, a guy should be able to have a freedom of speech and have a right to say what he freely wants to say. So I feel like a girl that's, like I said, confused and cannot tolerate or has problems about a guy, then I hope this helps, and God bless, and I wish all the best of luck, and I hope that you find the one.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. I think even men would benefit hearing this, because I think that with men when it comes to relationships and sex and stuff like that. We don't really speak honestly. We speak mostly like in a code of what we're supposed to be or how we should be or whatever. So when we speak, we're not actually speaking the truth in terms of sex and relationships. So I think men would benefit from it as well if we do speak honestly, but also women would benefit from it as well.
Probably not. I'm just chatting breeze, but you know, there might be, this is just my thoughts and my interpretations and my opinions on the female perspective on relationships from a male point of view. Some weird Inception type of stuff, but yeah, I mean, you know, I can only go by my experiences and what I've seen in the world and what I've seen through popular culture and media and so on. And if I can, you know, at least highlight 1 or 2 points that are relevant and valid and have some truth to them, then hopefully that would give a woman an insight to what, you know, a male point of view is. But I'm just one male, you know, there's probably other people that could be interviewed and may have different opinions and different thoughts.
Yeah, I think your priorities change, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when you get in certain kind of situations or positions in your life. But yeah, I'd say career now, family later. And you know, as I get older, you know, like career could probably never, you know, would never overlook family. You know what I'm saying? But right now it is. You know, probably because I ain't built one yet. So.
Well, since like you have to choose one answer, but you can't really choose one. But you know, I'll say family and career, because with family and career comes the relationship.
It's a tough one. I don't know, relationships and family, I'd say. For me, I like money, of course, I like my career, but at the end of the day, when I'm 90 years old, I'm not going to be thinking about my job. I'm going to be thinking what's left for my children, what's left for my family, what's left for my friends.
See, at the moment, I would say my career, but then I think if I have my career sorted because of the age I'm in, then I would concentrate on relationships and family. But right now, I'm following my career while I'm in a relationship. But my concentration is not really the relationship because it's going fine. You know, I don't need to do anything to it. If I do anything to it, I'll just make it more perfect. But right now, I'm focusing on my career at the moment.
Oh, I don't know. I think just a concoction of all three. I think you can't. I wouldn't put family. Obviously, are very important, but I don't know. All three in their own way they're all three really. I couldn't pick one. Family. We'll go family.
I think they work hand in hand. Only because career, if you're with a person, you're gonna have that career has to benefit the both of you. If it doesn't benefit the both of you, problems start happening a little bit, because the money comes in. You're not going to enjoy that money yourself. You're going to enjoy it with your partner and in the future your children. So you got to make sure that the career aligns first and foremost with God, obviously, and they have to be supportive of what you're doing.
I think you probably tell by my other answers that career for me right now is the key thing. You know, relationships, family, all of it is great, and don't get me wrong, I would love to be in a relationship. You have them times, obviously you want bae and you just want to chill. Not every day Netflix and chill. Sometimes just jam and you know, with someone you know, and just chill out. And you know, everyone that I speak to that is single has those times where they're like, Josh, man, like I just want a babes, man. Like, I actually just want a babes. Like, I just want to sit down and just have a babes and this and that. I'm like, yeah, cool. But when you want to go and do stuff, like, oh yeah, fine, maybe right now is not the time. But, you know, we all want that, but I think for me personally right now, just the investment of time again, of the things I want to do, it wouldn't be fair for me to kind of have a relationship with someone unless that they were willing to, you know, just, I guess, understand that this weekend I may be busy doing this and this, and working, blah, blah, blah. But, and you know, later on those will be more important, of course, but for now, career is key for me.
I'll be honest, it's my career, that's the truth. Like, I wish I want to get to a point where my career and my family are equal, and I do think it should be like that, because sometimes I think like, what's the point of you pursuing your career but like but your family, like you don't have enough family there. But I do maintain a strong relationship consistently with my friends and family, so I think for me it hasn't really been an issue where I'm neglecting people or whatever. But I do think that if there was one thing I was to like be on my deathbed and be sad about, like I didn't achieve, would probably be my career. So I think at the moment it's career, family and friends, but I'm hoping to get them equal at a certain point.